All right, hello. It's that Will guy again, and I'm doing something that I don't normally do. I'm riding in the evening. I am on my way to drop my bike off at the dealership for its 2-year maintenance. It is due in this month, and yeah, I'm having it done tomorrow morning, so I'm dropping it off tonight. Should be nice and chill. Not chill. I mean, it's still 100 degrees, which, well, all things considered, is chill for here anyway. So we'll take it. We'll take it. So I'm on my way to Scottsdale, where I bought the bike, and I figured I'd take the city streets because taking the highway around this time is the same reason I don't take it to work in the morning. Rush hour. So we're going to be taking pretty much the same way to work till we get to a certain point. And yeah, figured I'd take you guys along with me. Nice. Hey, that's a pretty clean SI. It's got a little fart can on it, but you know what? That's alright. So it's getting done to it. What's getting done to it is oil change. They said they were going to change out the brake fluid, bleed the brakes. Now, there's been a little point of contention with this dealership. The Triumph Tiger 660 manual says that at 2 years or 10,000 miles to replace the air filter. So when I called the guy to first schedule it a couple weeks ago, he said, yeah, we usually don't do them at 10,000. And I said, well, but the manual says so I want to do it. So he ordered it and then called me later and then set it up. So they had the air filter for it. But then when they called back to set up the day, they're like, well, we don't really have to do it. So I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. But I bought it. I bought the air filter. So I'm not entirely sure what to do. I'm going to ask him. And say, hey, give me the air filter and I'll do it. I could do it. Get the experience taking the tank off. I could do that. Can't be that hard. I say having no fucking idea how to. But you know what? I think it's time for me to pop that cherry with some maintenance stuff. And so long as I take my time, it's not like you're messing with any of the internals on the engine. It would just probably take a couple hours. But learn how to do some new things with maintenance. So you know what? I think that's what I'll do. I think I'll take the air filter and say, no, it's okay, fine, we won't do it today. But then I'll do it. What do you think about that? Yeah, there we go. Because I know they don't really want to take the tank off because of the time, and look, if it's going to save me money and labor, I'm sure there's YouTube videos of how to take this tank off. So I'll be able to figure it out, I think. Or you know what? if I watch a YouTube video and it seems like I think it's too much for me, you know what I can do? I can always just wait till next year. I'm sure another 4,000 miles wouldn't hurt it that bad. I know I'm in a desert and all, but I don't ride it in the dirt. It's a street bike. So I'm sure it won't hurt either way. We'll play it by ear. I'm always so fucking indecisive. Speaking of which, I had an epiphany last night. Can you guess what it was on? It was on what motorcycle I should buy next. I've been going back and forth for so long about one that can go off-road, on-road, dual sport or adventure bike. But I know that I'm not going to buy another bike until I'm back in Ohio, which doesn't have the type of access to trails and stuff like that the Southwest does. So, I was going through my head, and I'm like, man, well, I'm not going to be able to do that. So, does that make sense? I don't really think it makes a lot of sense. So like I said, I really liked like the new Himalayan, yada yada, and I still do really like that bike. But would I be using it to the fullest out there? The answer is like definitely not. So I'm like, well, yeah, but like a street bike, but something that's small. So I was like, oh, like maybe like back to like the traditional dual sports. Like, well, I don't want to do with a tubed tire. So yesterday I was bored. So what I did, I watched all of Jake the Garden Snake's build series on his XR 650R that he turned into a supermoto. And I was like, wait a minute, a supermoto. But I don't have the time, the money, or the know-how to do the type of thing that he did. So, who makes stock dual sports that you can just buy? Well, KTM does. Ducati does. I don't have a KTM or a Ducati budget. So who else does? Kawasaki does. The KLX 300 Supermoto. I was watching some reviews, as you do. And there's this guy called Salt X Wound or something like that. He's been on YouTube for a long time. I've seen his stuff from time to time. He had one a couple years ago. And he described it as like a bigger, faster Z125. Well, I had a Z125 before. And that was I think out of the bikes I've owned, that's the favorite bike I've ever had. But it was restrictive, being a 125. So, being a 125, its max speed was like 55 going downhill. But it was still so much fucking fun. But it's like the dual sport, which you can still take supermotos off-road. They're still dirt bikes, just with 17-inch wheels. I'm like, oh my god, that would be perfect. And it's, relatively cheap. Kawasaki's having dealer incentives right now where it's like $5,800 new, when normally they're like $7,000. But like still, like, and it's a Kawasaki, which I miss my Kawasaki's a lot. And like, oh my god, I think this is the answer. So, at time of recording on the 14th of October 2024, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking supermoto. Now, I'm definitely going to be a supermoto poser because, like, I don't know how to wheelie. Never learned how to wheelie, but I think I can still have fun on that. It'd be like a fun, like a different motorcycle to what I have now. Because that was like the hesitation I think I had in my brain the whole time about like the next one, about like getting an adventure bike. Because like this is so close to an adventure bike, it's just not off-road capable. So like if I buy an adventure bike in Ohio where I can't take it off-road, I basically bought two of the same bike, and that doesn't make much sense to me. Like I want my bikes to be different. If I'm lucky enough to have multiple motorcycles, which I think I will be, because I think the KLX isn't it's under eight. It's like $7,000 I think. Like it's not really expensive. You put down half, and your monthly payments are going to be low. So I was thinking like I need it to be different enough from what I have right now for it to make sense. And I think with having this Tiger Sport 660 like I have now, because I don't plan on getting rid of it. I love this bike, especially the engine. I don't plan on getting rid of it till it takes a fucking biff. But I think the KLX, the Supermoto, is different enough. It justifies having two. So that's what I'm thinking. Let me know what you guys think. I'll throw up some pictures of the KLX. Oh boy, student driver. Oh fuck. Okay, yeah, this is like actually a student driver. Nobody goes this slow. That's alright, guys. We all had to learn at some point, right? We all had to learn. So that usually means we drove slow at first. So hey, you can't really judge. Does that mean that I'm gonna be in front of them, be behind them this whole time? No, I don't think so. So that's what I'm thinking. Supermoto. Supermoto. Because I want it to just be like a fun bike. You know, not that this bike isn't fun, but you know, you can't exactly give her the beans all the time. And that was the thing I liked about the Z125, is you could just absolutely have that thing fucking pegged all the time, and you wouldn't be going anywhere. Whereas with this, you know, this bike's fast. This is a fast motorcycle, so I think it makes sense. I think it makes sense. I mean, I'm definitely gonna tell myself that because I want more. I want as many motorcycles as I reasonably can have. There is no upper limit. That's funny. What's up? What are you? I don't know what that was. We're just gonna sneak on by here. I think I'm gonna buy a seat for this too. A custom seat, because man, my butt just gets like fucking those long trips like I did this weekend. Oh, I didn't even see that bike. Oh, thank you, lady. That long trip I took, I was fucking, my butt was so sore. I was just standing up on the way back, and when I came to a stoplight, I just like take my whole butt off the seat. Thinking I'm gonna get a new seat for this, especially because, you know, I'm kind of having it be long term. So I don't know. We'll see. Right? We'll see. Fuck, and I'm gonna miss the light because it just turned. God dang it. Any way I could make this? Nope. Oh fuck, and this is a long light too. God damn it. So at time of recording, just nearly the dead center of the month, we got like 1 week till Brant and Viv come. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so fucking excited. They come next Thursday. In like a week. Bro. This isn't gonna be up until January, but like a week, bro. How fucking awesome is that? God fucking... This thing has like no engine braking. Triple problems. The fuck happened to that, huh? Probably just didn't start. Hunk of junk. Do you guys watch, do you guys know who Asmongold is? I don't watch his streams. I watch his React channel. There's like Clips channel. And then the one where he just like puts up like bits of his streams. And I watched one today at lunch that was showing how stupid like people are. There was this guy in Times Square who was just like asking people like just basic questions like how many continents are there, or like who fought in the Civil War, like just basic questions that are not they should be general knowledge questions. And the amount of people that got that shit wrong, especially the amount of people who were of the generation younger than mine, the Gen Zers, was startling. It's crazy that like people didn't know what countries border the United States. Like what? How do you? I don't know. It just fucking. It absolutely blew my mind. Now we gotta slow down here because these lights have cameras. But it just I just completely blew my fucking mind as to how many people didn't know shit like that. Like, God, I knew our education system was bad, but like, I didn't know it was that bad. Fuck me, it was insane. That's cool. Little river right there. God, it's disturbing, and all of those people can vote, and they don't know what 3 times 3 times 3 is. For some reason, the answer to that, people kept saying 36, which I don't know how they got to that. Oh boy, it's not good. It's not good, man. Oh fuck. Oh sweet, sweet Jesus, we're screwed. Our country's cooked. It's cooked, bro. Oh boy. Fun times, man. What a time to be alive. What a time. Oh wow, look at that STI. Fuck yeah, bro. That thing was sick. Well, I am getting to the dealership, and I don't want them to see me talking to myself because I'll probably, I'll get a little nervous and I'll cry. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it here, and I'll see you in about a day when I come to pick this thing up. All right, hello, that Will guy. We're back. Part 2 of this here vlog. The next day. Picked up the bike. They did the air filter oil change. They told me I needed tires, and I said, not today. They were quoting me the Michelin Road Max 6, and I had to look online to see if they were overcharging me, but they're not. Those expensive ass tires, they're $220 a pop. So I wasn't ready to spend an extra $500 today. So the bike is good to go. I did notice they did forget to reset the mileage counter. So probably going to have them come back and do that. But not a big deal. She's good to go. They reset the date, but not the mileage. So that's kind of annoying. So I'm going to look at the tires when I get home. Honestly, I haven't really looked at them to see how good or bad they are. And then I will... What the fuck is going on here? Oh, we're doing adventure bike shit. Alright. Adventure bike. See when I think I need it. I'm probably going to wait a couple months. Just because it's going to be expensive. And $500, man, that's a bit. They said chain and sprocket too, which they didn't say that to me in the text message. So maybe it needs a chain and stuff too, which honestly I don't think so. It only has 8,000 miles on the chain. We'll see, I don't know. But the old Triumph is back in action. I'm going to see how the rear brake feels, because they bled the brakes too. Let's see. Rear brake feels about the same. Kind of shit. Whoops, a little tight. Little tight, don't crash. Let's see how the quick shifter feels. Damn. Oh my god, it's a G-Wagon. So they had the new Triumph Scrambler 400X there on display, and you can sit on it. I saw it last night when I went to drop off the bike because I was waiting for my wife to pick me up. And it is surprisingly really like big. It felt like a big bike sitting on it. It felt like a full-size bike. You know, think of like a 400cc engine and you think it's going to be small, but I don't know, man. It was good. They were encouraging me to try to take a test ride. Oh my god, it's another G-Wagon. We're in the rich part of town, boys. So this place here, the Promenade, it's like a housing community, right? Like it's like a gated place. They have Christmas lights that you can tour around Christmas time, but you have to pay for it. Isn't that weird? If that doesn't scream Scottsdale, I really don't know what does. She feels good. She feels good. So yeah, I just had to wait a little bit yesterday for my wife to get me. So I was just looking at all these fucking bikes. And oh my god, dude. They had a Z900 RS. Oh, I love it. I love it, I love it. I just love motorcycles, man. I just love them. They are the most fun thing. It seems to like it's making a noise. The bike is making a noise. I don't know if it's the tires. I think it might be the tires. Maybe they did fuck with them or something. They probably overinflated them. Ooh, the brakes. Oh, brother. I have to look at things when I get home. Oh, this is Z900. How I miss my little 4-cylinder Z. Everything like feels fine with it, but it seems like it's making a noise now at over a certain RPM. So that makes me wonder if they like overinflated the tire or something. I don't know. That always seems to happen whenever I get my car like any type of maintenance done. They always seem to overinflate the fucking tires. They do it at the car dealership all the fucking time. Like, it's pulling fine, it's riding straight. I want to make sure like the brake is like disengaging all the way, I think. Check the tire pressure and then the chain tightness. I think that's what I'm gonna look. I'm gonna wait till it all cools off though. So I take the tire pressure now, it's gonna be hot, so it'll be inaccurately high. Maybe no, it's not always done that. I would have noticed. Quick shifter works fine. Everything feels fine. It's maybe, I don't know. Have to check a couple things and maybe call them back. Check the paperwork first. Figure out all for sure what they did. I might just be paranoid. Good chance of that. Oh, I sat on an NX 500. They got one of those there too. Man, it seems like such a good bike, but you know, like I was saying in the first part of this video, I can't go buying a bike that's too close like the bike I already have. That doesn't make a lot of sense. But man, it seems like a good bike. Look at this fucking thing. Looks cool. Oh man, so when I was getting my bike back, the guy like brought it out of the shop or whatever, and there was a RS660, which has the same motor as the Aprilia. It's Aprilia RS660, and it has the same motor as the Tuono 660 and the Touareg 660. And it had half the fucking, like the whole bottom end of the engine was out. It was just like a skeleton. And I go, what happened to that thing? And the guy goes, there was an internal oil pump failure where the oil pump separated from inside the engine. Like the metal just failed. And he's like, the bike needs a whole new engine. And he goes, watch out, think about that before you buy one of those, is what he said. Damn, I can't imagine that. That sucks, because Aprilias, they look so good. I was admiring a 660 they had at the room, you know, where you check out and everything. They make such good looking bikes. It's a shame that they have such quality issues. I know I've always been on the Moto Guzzi's dick because I love how they look too, but they're owned by the same company, and Aprilia is just known for having issues, which is a shame. That's ugly as fuck. Oh, some good news for the people that live up here. The giant hole in their wall in their house where somebody drove through it has been fixed. There's that house right there. Can't even tell somebody drove a car through their house. Yeah, brakes are good. It's definitely one of the tires that's making that noise. So I wonder if it's been overinflated or something. Alright, bros. I think that's going to go ahead and do it for this whole charade here, getting service done. If I ever figure out what's wrong with it, post thing, I'll let you know. I'm going to check some stuff tonight once the bike's had a couple hours to cool off and everything. So, let the tires get back to normal ambient temperature, check the chain tightness and all that shit. And if I figure out what's going on with it, I'll let you know. But I might have to call the dealership back, which will be really fucking annoying, and I don't want to do that. But, we'll see. So, if you've made it this far, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. And hit the like button if you like the video. So if you like the video, please go ahead, like the video. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you later. Bye.